Well, g'day and welcome back to Chase the Weekend. Got another project for you. I love projects. It's always exciting making things and building things, so I enjoy it anyway, so I thought you guys might too. So this time we're actually building a tray back for the old Navara, so stick around and I'll show you what I'm doing. So I've had my D22 for well, maybe 18 months now, let's say, and I've been camping a few times in it, and while the tub's good, I find that it is a little bit limited on space. I struggle to get, obviously I've got a few kids, and when we go camping, you know, you got to take a lot of stuff. I just find that's a little bit tight for space, so I thought, why not, let's try and put a tray on there. So I scored this tray. My boss where I'm working graciously gave it to me because he didn't want it and it was too good to throw out. It is steel though, so it is a little bit heavy, but I'm not putting a big canopy on it as such. So hopefully we can pay off a little bit of weight there. So anyway, let's talk about what we've done so far, what I've done to start with, and where we're going with it. I wouldn't say I'm halfway through, but I've done a lot of the hard work and we're just sort of in the mid stage at the moment. So basically I tore out the old floor because it was all rotten. We have this headboard attached to it, which I reckon weighs just about as much as the tray does on its own. It's so heavy. So instead of that big headboard, I've come up with this shape here. Basically I'm going to run a canvas canopy over the top. So this is the shape that I've come up with, and how I came up with that was I've taken measurements off the ute where this tub's going to sit, and then I measured basically how far this point was from the side of the cab, and then I followed that distance so that it sort of mimics that shape all the way over the shape of the canopy to follow the cab. So it should mimic that shape closely. Fingers crossed, because I haven't actually put it on the ute to check. I'm hoping it will work. The other thing I have done is you'll notice all the spacing for these cross ribs is the same except for that one. I have actually cut 200mm out and shortened the tray because it was a bit long for my ute. So yeah, cut 200mm out and welded that back together. I won't show you my welding skills because I don't have any, so it's all good, we don't worry. No, it's super strong, it'll be fine. And then cut the sides down. I cut that bit out of the side, obviously because you want your sides to latch back up. So that was just a matter of cutting. This is just a piece of angle basically welded to the edge of that profile. So it's just a matter of cutting that out and re-welding this back on and just welding that back on. So that was pretty straightforward. So I've got my front bow, which as I mentioned follows the cab shape, and then I've got a rear bow which mimics the same shape as the front. And then one thing you have to notice, obviously being in the trade, I've done a fair few canopies for utes and stuff. One thing you do have to be aware of when you're making your rear bar is that it lines up with the back edge like that, and the same with the side. You want it to finish there, because when you have the canvas on here, it needs the frame to be able to hold the shape around that corner. If this was to sit back inside the tray, your canopy is not going to pull nice from this point to that point. So if we want it to follow that shape, I do have to make sure that that comes out. So we actually do that by this post here is mounted to a bracket bolted into there, and then I'll bolt that down through the floor once I put the floor in, and then it has to step out over the top of where the side goes. It steps out over the top, and same at the back here. You can only just see it sort of steps over, so this here sits on the corner as I showed you on top of the sides. So that's where I'm up to so far. Stay tuned. I'll keep you updated with the different bits and pieces that we're doing on it and show you. Same as the camper build I did, I'll just show you the work that we're doing as we go, and then we'll show you when it's all finished and being used. And I love recycling stuff to a degree. Like obviously there's some places you just got to buy new stuff, but if you've got something that's usable and it's going to do the trick, then I like to reuse it. Keeps it out of the tip, and you can look at it and go, hey, I built that. Like it's always a bit of joy when you do stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing anyway, so hope you like it. Look, if it's your first time watching, don't forget to hit subscribe, and obviously you'll see more of this. And if you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs up, because that does spread it to other people. But thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and hopefully we see you on the next video. And remember that the weeks are long, but the weekends are short. So chase the weekend. Catch ya.